So when's the NHS getting that massive check? Not sure about the laws and all, but I know a lot of streamers actually have to get normal jobs to live in different countries. Is that just some places? No, it's in many places. I mean, it depends on how big your channel is. I do now earn enough where I can afford rent and basically to keep myself. But I am limited in where I can do that. I mean, I could probably do it in most places, I just wouldn't be able to do anything else. I certainly couldn't live like in the centre of New York or something like that. Because streamers definitely do not earn a lot of money. Sometimes I have to burst out laughing when someone quotes how much they think we earn versus how much we actually earn. Let me just say that we are extremely reliant on your generosity when it comes to subscriptions and donations and bits and stuff like that. Especially with YouTube advertising being the way it is not reliable. A couple of months ago I made 13 times more revenue from Twitch than I did YouTube, despite the fact that my YouTube channel at the time was about 3 times bigger. Haven't quite had that ratio recently, and actually January, it's weird. Usually for streaming in YouTube, December is the big month. November, December, because that's when all the Christmas advertising is. This January, this month has been amazing. I think it's mostly because of Old World Blues and Kaiserreich coming out at the same time. Kaiserreich in particular does very well on YouTube. It's the only thing that the YouTube algorithm actually likes to push. Which is part of the reason why there's so much Kaiserreich over on YouTube and I don't upload other things, like there isn't that much Warhammer, because it just doesn't get pushed. Darkness, thank you very much for the follow. Had to reread that for I was like, Darkness Sex? Darkness, thank you very much for the follow. Alright, what else are we going to get? Feels weird that I don't have to get any of this weaponry stuff. Who needs weapons? They're rubbish. Terrible. Ooh, production efficiency. I'll take that. They're crossing to the south. Eh. They're pretty much dead by this point. I just need to take out Port Orchard, I think. So I don't think that this stuff is their core. In fact, Winnerchi is there. Really? Winnerchi, not Port Orchard? I'm surprised by that. Slaves escape from Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate tyranny is known across the wasteland. Although they might justify slavery as favour to primitives, we know that freedom is the right of every wastelander. It is. Come, join us. Be eaten. I mean, be free. Free to be eaten. And there it is. On the day that we got standardized tools, the Washington Brotherhood fell. Boop. Melee took 40 states, Washington Brotherhood was annexed, and suddenly our name is massive! Ha ha! Caesar's Legion, how puny. Such a small name. Okay, then with that, I do believe that I have a bunch of coring to do, so the Ilwican stretch. Oh man, I wish these were in alphabetical order. Ilwican stretch. Boop. Go on, cool. Oh, wait. Oh! I can core it for free, but I can't actually core it because I don't have anything adjacent to it. Although, does that mean that the Moor is technically Pacific? In fact, there's a bunch of things here which would be. Barview. Let's do this properly, shall we? Barview. Barview. Core. Fort Stevens. Core the more. I can't just core. But can I get Ilwick Stretch now? No. So unfortunately the more does not count as specific, and because it doesn't count as specific, I can't take Ilwick Stretch. I'm going to have to spend 200 on the more. But that would be very worth doing, because that would allow me to core basically all of this stuff. And suddenly we have a bunch more resources. So let's go train another bunch of these. Also, that's a good question. How's the Navy looking? Oh, we're up to 7 boats now. Sweet. In fact, we lost our canoe. Somebody sank my canoe! Speaking of canoes, we are going to need to invest in the Navy. So I think what I'm going to do is river barges, then combat barges. We're just going to start building those. From Quill, I learned that Hearts of Iron 4 is all about big names. From Shenra, I learned that Hearts of Iron 4 is all about pockets. From Mordred, I heard that Hearts of Iron 4 is all about manpower. Exactly! Or the lack of. You can core without opening the screen. Just click on the province, look at the top left province panel. If I was in the right thing, I would. Oh yeah, this thing. I did actually know that. Okay, that's good to know. Now we really do need to have a map mode which is cores. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't exist. When's the Crab Air Force going to appear? I'm not sure that we would actually fit into aeroplanes. Alright, so where do we go next? Timberline? I think that would make a lot of sense. They're usually pretty diplomatically isolated. We could also go after Victoria, Bellingham and Broken Coast. In fact, Broken Coast probably has a lot of factories. Yeah, it does. But that would mean going through Bellingham. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the Broken Coast to go after Bellingham, because they will. And then maybe I'll do that myself. The other thing I could do is go after the Western Brotherhood. Oh no, this was the starting border. Okay, so that war is actually quite big. Blue and green versus red. How even is that fight? Not sure which war it is. Wow! Unitar aggression for Rocky Plain. 13,000 for 6,000 casualties. No land has been taken on either side. That is a brutal slog. 19,000 for the Foragers versus Navajo. Vault City versus Mojave. The remnants of... Wait, Vault City are still alive? Weren't they in the NTR? Oh, they must not have joined. I thought they were. Ah, here we go. Nope, that's Nueva Aztlan, with whom the Rio Pact are apparently at war with. What's the Caesar's Legion War? Oh, it is this one. Legion Rio Grandian. So Ejercito is almost out, though unfortunately they are at war with Adslan as well. Legion's lost 2,000, Republic of Rio Grande's lost 17. But how much manpower do they have? They still have about 4,000. And they can go a bit further. So unfortunately this is not going to be quite even, because I don't really want to see what the Nova Adslan's bringing to this fight. I want to compare just these guys to them. Actually you can. It's about 330 versus 470. It's about 100 factories difference. Vault City is in the NCR but didn't join the war. Yeah, it looks that way. I wonder how that would have changed things. Well, actually, that would have been another ally against the Western Brotherhood. That probably would have changed things quite a lot. Though the Western Brotherhood looked like they gained quite a lot from that war too. At least contiguous borders now. Would it be worth going after Heaven's Gate? Yeah, possibly. The benefit of Heaven's Gate is they will have a lot of factories. But I think right now, Timberline is the one I want to go for. Is my boss man back yet? Yes, he is. Okay, good.
Hoi!
There's one up here too. So I think I'm going to... we can wait, it's fine. Alright, Timberline. Let's go and justify war goals against them. It'll take a while, but I think it's worth it. And now we have a lot more shipyards, so let's also get some more schooners under production. Though a bunch of things need to be repaired, so actually let's see to that first. Let's make sure all of the civilian factories are done. Then the dockyards, because I do want to start getting a fleet up and running. Then I guess the infrastructure, then arms factories. That way around. Perfection. Okay. Did we steal any aeroplanes? Oh boy, yeah we did. And power armor. Well, I guess we can get an Air Force. Oh, they're gliders. Of course they are. Bloody AI. Yeah, Troll Warren will almost certainly go up onto YouTube. That was a good game. I enjoyed that one. Bone Dancers probably won't, because not a huge amount actually happened. This one I think probably will. I've been enjoying this. And just the fact that the boring early bit, I just sat on speed 5 and just blitzed through. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Timberline and maybe Heaven's Gate, though I don't want to have a huge border against Caesar's Legion. Big borders do not work in my favour. Unlike when I was playing, for example, New Canaan, where big borders were actually in my favour because I had the mobility. Mirelirks with power armour, walking pillboxes, especially when they have rocket launchers strapped to them. Long range radio, done. Let's go and get side channels, so more decryption. How long is the fabrication going to take? 2nd of December, okay. Speed 5 time! Right, I could also be asking the followers for more stuff, and I think I want to continue doing this. I do also want to sell outdated equipment. Current expenses, 4 ducats. This cap system is never going to affect me because I always go with really small armies. Dark Wolf, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Actually, that's not a... Ooh, interesting. Heaven's Gate and the 80s are going to be fighting. Yeah, you make a good point. We probably should go after the Western Brotherhood because they have so many coastal cores. I can just go bloop, take out the entirety of California. That would be a lot of manpower. Because I don't think the NTR actually lost that much. But in the meantime, I am just waiting for enough political power so I can get them more. In fact, I'm going to have to get both sides, aren't I? The Moor and Northmoor. Unitar declared war on the dead horses. And that was decryption. So let's go and get encryption. Give ourselves all of the combat bonuses. Can also snipe she. Wow, yeah they do. Impressive. It's like more manpower than my entire nation has. 88,000. 40 there, 30 there. So between these two is almost as much manpower as I have in the entire nation. All of this. Except actually half of that's not core. Yeah, my non-core is 349. I just need to get coring. So it's not actually as bad as all that. And how's Rio Grande doing? Rio Grande's doing really well, considering they're fighting a war on 2 different fronts. Ejecito. Is Ejecito dead now? Yeah, they must be, because I think Nova Aztlan is taken over. Is Aztlan at war with Chichen Itza? Because this would be a great time for Chichen Itzan to jump in. The Lord's Anointed have joined the Children of the Gate. So it's going to be these two. Heaven's Gate's quickly cleaning up the 80s here. Bit of a cut-off. And wow, we've built all the things. Interesting. Alright, so what do we need? Are we still really short on water? No. No, we are definitely not. I mean, we are a little bit short on water. Compared to, say, the 400 scrap metal that we have. So who am I going after? Timberline, I don't think I need to really fortify. I think I do want to fortify my border with the Legion, though. Just in case. Yes, I know some of this is the Western Brotherhood. Still feel like it should be fortified. And how's the infrastructure situation here? It's pretty poor. Let's get you to 5, get you to 5, get you to 5. And you're already on 5. So let's do the infrastructure projects first, and then we'll start working on the defences. Okay. Just remember we saw the Brotherhood of Steel fall against She. I'm not saying we will, but we saw... Yeah, that's true. River Barge, done. And decryption, or encryption rather, done. Justification, also done. Too many things happening. Let's grab you, and let's grab combat barges. And then we'll start building those instead. In fact, I think I'm going to say, build me one more of each of these. And then switch. Off you go. Lone Trees declared war on heaven. Lone Trees? Really? That seems a little bit silly. And we now have a lot of stuff. Let's get some more rocket launchers. Lone Tree declares war on Anointed. Automation, that's going to be more production efficiency. Let's keep getting the industry. Nope. No decisions to spend caps on that stuff. Speaking of which, though, how much did I need for the Moor? 230, done. So now we need to get Northmoor, which is going to be another 226. And we just got enough for a couple more. Get it? A couple more? I'm sorry. Yampa took 4 states, Dead Horses took 3, Unita have finally been annexed. Can we please take Wallowa, guys? Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. It's right there. Guys, just... come on. Broken Coast finally declared war on the Dredgers. We just took that, took that. Take all states, done. Okay, so Timberline is done, and now we have undoubtedly got the biggest name in the game. Huzzah. Alright, Western Brotherhood, I think. It's going to be next. Ooh, wow, we have some rather experienced units now. Impressive. It's like we've done a bit of this fighting malarkey. This ain't war, it's a slaughter. I mean, this is still not to the same extent as, say, what are the big guys called? Behemoths. Close, but not to the same extent. Alright, I actually want you in that army. I want you to not be assigned. You are going here. And yes, we've captured a couple more areas that are definitely going to need garrisons. Actually, this is going to be a more important spot. If I I get this one, I'm going to be more annoyed. There's nobody on that one either.
Yeah, man.
Those are a bit more important. But I still clearly have a lot more that need to be cored. You know what? You lot can just go ahead and start drilling. Western Brotherhood. Let's start going for Arroyo. 185 days. Sursum Altiorum declared war on the Dread Horses. Yeah, I don't really see any of these guys standing up to them now that New Canaan's gone. However, Caesar's Legion's getting kind of buffeted. Pico's Colony doing well. In fact, that's a cut-off, so if they can grab all of this and not get cut off themselves, then that would be great. Oh, technology. Am I able to get the next level of Mirelirks yet? No, not quite. I think I want to start getting some modules. Our Mirelirk's a bit like the behemoths. Yes. Oof, Rancho's just imploded. Yeah, Nueva Aztlan's causing them some problems. Combat barge, done. I think I do want to get better engines. Alright, where do we want you? We want one of you here. We want one here and one there. Okay. Still need to fortify that one position, then I think we've got most of the... Oh no, we've got one here too. Ah. Is it time to make the new ship type? It is. Although, didn't I already tell these to not complete? I did, I just hadn't set them up yet. Alright, combat barges. 3, whoops, that's a convoy. Make it happen. Do any of those. Alright, and we have enough military factories for more production. I don't know. Guns? Make some more support equipment. There we go. Cool.